Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. I don't know what I'm going to film today, but I am going to film this. This is the first time this has ever happened in here. I've hit the dew point and I've actually got condensation all over the glass. That's never happened in here before. And why it is, bearing in mind it's 93% humidity in here, is what's happened is the temperature's dropped. So recently outside the temperature's dropped, and as such the glass has got cold. So I've actually got condensation on the glass. It's not going to last long. But yeah, I've never seen that in here before. I've never had that. And you know, there is air movement in here. The little computer fans are on, so it's not going to stay like that long. But I actually left the door shut tight in here last night. I want to maintain that growing atmosphere. You know, I'm getting the very warm temperatures at night, and I do need a drop between day and night. Well, most of yesterday it spent at sort of 27, 28 degrees, whereas now it's 20. So that's a good differential between night and day. You will notice I've been shuffling things around with my daughter's help, because I still can't bend over without discomfort, I'll call it. That's the polite version. But Shelob Tolkien's been moved over a bit, and two of the spikes have been staked now, which means those flowers on the back spike are not at the right angle. These may manage to twist round and open up right, and this one will be fine because this is how it's always been, so that one will open up fine. But that's the difference. If you wait too long with your buds, this spike was allowed to arch over and open naturally, so all the flowers are upright, yeah? Whereas that one over there, they're sort of slightly off. They're not upright. They're sort of pointing at the sky. But I couldn't accommodate the plant without staking those things because the arching spikes were in opposite directions, and they took up too much room. Wedding Bells has now moved over here where I can see it. So there's a nice splash of yellow as I come in the door. And by moving Friedrichianum over here as well, I've sort of got the yellows together now. That looks quite nice. We've never really had a closer look at these because they've always been up the back. Nice markings. They've got very, very faint but apparent veining on both the sepals and in the lip. Very attractive flowers. And this other spike on this thing is opening now, so there'll be a double spike there. Let's get that away. I need to fill the foggers up as well. And I've moved the brassica to a place that's a bit of a nuisance trying to get it down, because it's right up the back there. So although the plant's right at the back, the blooms are now right at the front where I can flip and see them, because this spike was just getting wasted where it was. And I mean, it is quite spectacular. It's still got one bloom to open yet, but I mean, these blooms are really large. You know, they really are sort of about 9 inches across, maybe even 10 from top to bottom. But it's the centre of the plant that's the attractive bit. So that's about the only place I could find to put it where the spike can be somewhere where it can be seen but not actually keep getting knocked, because that's the last thing I want. Unfortunately, apple blossom's on its way out, but you know, it's lasted quite well. And yeah, I'll have a look around. The Deesa buds are now really starting to form. You can actually see the colours starting to form on the buds, so I don't know how long, but it shouldn't be too long now before the Deesas open, and that'll be good. And what else have we got that should be coming soon? The Wildcat Cheetah at the back there. The buds have got their colour now and starting to show their patterning. They should be open in the next couple of days. That'll be nice. And the other thing I'm waiting for is this Rodriguezia, which I thought had three spikes, but I think it is just the 2. What I thought was a spike on top of the pseudobulb, I don't think is. But buds are swelling on that first spike, and then there's another secondary spike coming on. It's very unusual to get a spike in that position and then follow it by a spike from the base of the pseudobulb. But anyway, those are to come, and I haven't seen those before. That'll be a first time bloom, so that's nice. But, I don't think there's anything else lurking at the moment. And oh, there is actually, but I might need the tripod. Oh, I've got a tiny little Tulumnia is open. Let's see if I can get it down. If I get it down, I won't be able to hold it still. Oof. Right, let's see if I can get it still. Now these are tiny. This is a species. It's Urophylla, but it's just literally just opened yesterday. So that's its first bloom. Typical Tulumnia shape and colour and pattern, but being a species, small. And if you compare it with those Tulumnias, which are more like hybrid size, and then back to those, tiny little blooms, but you know, absolutely stunning. It's been 2 years since this one bloomed. It has got 2 spikes, so it's nice to see that one again. Very, very delicate. And my Neophonetia, I forgot again last night to come out after dark. My daughter remembered while she was down over the weekend, so she said in the morning, because she stays up later than me, and she said in the morning, oh, I came out here last night and the Neophonetia smells really nice. And I still forgot. I'll try and remember tonight, and then I can describe it, because I just can't remember what the blooms smell like. But at least I've got some blooms. That hasn't happened for quite a long time. So I don't think there's much else going on out here, so I might be doing some work in the kitchen today, I'm not sure. Kitchen time. I've got to have a look at my notes now, because most of the obvious stuff I've dealt with. But I know there's some other stuff lurking that's sort of okay in its pot, is growing okay, but my notes tell me it's been in the pot quite a long time. Yeah, so I have got some things to work on. So yeah, so I may add some bits on the end of this, otherwise it's just a quick hello and how things are going. And I still can't bend over any sense. Well, I can, but it's, if I bend over and it hurts, I'm obviously not putting my back in a position where it's going to get better quicker. So the idea is to just not do it. Standing up's okay, and I'm managing to stretch upwards now, so I can water my mounts fine. That side of life is fine now, because that was even painful earlier on, but I still can't bend over any sense, so it still hurts getting in and out of seats, chairs, stuff like that. So I'm just avoiding doing it. It's just as simple as that, you know. If it hurts, don't do it. But it does mean I have to rearrange my life, you know, to get everything up to waist height or above. But that was the problem out here. It was getting to the low shelves. It was just a can't do. But hopefully my lance sprayer should arrive today. And most of the pots have had their drip trays taken off, so I really can pump a lot of water into a pot till it runs out the bottom. And the fact that it runs on the plant below, providing it's nice and warm out here and the fans are on, I won't mind. I don't normally like getting my plants wet, and I certainly wouldn't do that in the winter, but yeah, this time of year it should be okay. And yeah, I'll keep my eye out for other things. Otherwise, I think the next video might be kitchen time again. I'll have to have a think. It's early in the day at the moment. I just wanted to show that condensation. As I said, I've never seen that before. It's good, you know. It's good. Nice moist atmosphere for the plants without being cold, because cold and moist is not a good idea, but warm and moist is. That works well. I'll just end up with an idea that my daughter had. She does come up with some good ones sometimes. As we were watering all of the pots and talking about them, and she's very good at spotting bugs, not many, but we did find some. She said, I'm becoming very aware that you've actually got quite a few plants that you don't really want. So why aren't you getting rid of them? Why don't you reduce your workload as you've always planned? And it's just one of those things that I don't get round to. So what she suggested is that although I didn't consider 4,000 subscribers as one of these giveaway milestones. I was waiting for 5. I might have a long wait, who knows. But it looks like 4,000 subscribers is coming up quite soon. So she said, why don't you bundle your plants up into little lots and do them as a giveaway? And that sounds like a brilliant idea. You know, it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. It celebrates the 4,000 subscribers, yes. And it also downsizes the collection. She said, just get them together in like groups. And, you know, people can leave a comment saying which group they would like. Sort of limit it to 1. You know, you choose which group of plants you would like as a giveaway. And put the comments in, and then I can put all the names in a hat for each group and draw them out and then post them off. I will emphasise yet again, I hate to do this, but it has to be done. I can only post to EU countries. There would be many other countries I'd be breaking the law. So, you know, it's and these are the laws of the countries in question, not mine. Specifically, although strictly speaking, exporting plants to non-EU countries is against the UK rules. So I'm going to stick to the rules, but yeah, I'm going to group plants together in sort of 2s, 3s, 4s, something like that, and do them as a giveaway when I get to 4,000 subscribers. And like I say, kills quite a few birds with 1 stone. I can film the group, say what they are, give a hint on how they need to be looked after, and away we go. So yeah, she does come up with some good ideas. And I'm going to do that. You know, it's something I've been meaning to do for some considerable time, and it needs to be done. She did say, you know, you've just picked that plant up and said that you don't like it. Well, why are you keeping it? You know, everybody's got their favourites, and different people's favourites are different plants. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, in the not too distant future, I hope, I'll get that organised, split them up into groups, film them, talk about them, and give the group like a number or a name or something, or both. And, you know, then people can leave comments. Yes, I would be interested in having group number 1. And then, as I say, I'll do a draw for each of the groups. I don't know how many there'll be, but, you know, and then I can downsize. And, yeah, that'll be good. I mean, there's some plants have been split lately. So there's now 2 where there was 1. Well, I don't want 2, you know, so there's things to go. So I'll get on and get that organised in the near future. I'll see you next time. Thanks for dropping by.